guys, as you watched my previous video that I did on the Butere issue, the Butere drama, the echoes of work, Cleophas Malala, the government situation, I promised I promised you guys that I'll come up with another follow-up so we know what's it up. If you have been following it up and you actually want to see what's going on and how people have been reacting, that is why I'm doing this video. I actually did a follow-up and I combined a video of how the Kenyan citizens and people have reacted to the situations. It's not over yet because that is one of the most crucial things in the government. You know, the drama festivals is one of the top, like, it's education. Education is the basis of government. Education is the basis of the nation because we have the youth, the children, the young generation there. Those are the next leaders. Those are the next politicians. Those are the next, like, everything. They are the next doctors, teachers, journalists, whatever, politicians. They are the next generation. They are the next everything. You know, like, without the young people in a government or in a nation, that nation is, I don't even know how to say it. Like that's what I'm saying. I had to do a follow up on this video. I couldn't just let this situation go because I also used to do drama. So if I had rehearsed for a play, you know how it takes you to rehearse for... I was forgetting. You guys, if you have ever been to drama festivals, you know, even if it's only those choral bars, even if it's a solo bars, you know how long it takes for you to capture those whatever. Imagine a play. Imagine a play. You have to act a character and you have to capture the scripting. You have to capture the... Gosh, that is a lot of work. Those girls did a lot of work only to be rejected on nationals. They have gone all the way from the county to regionals, and now the moment they get the nationals, they are... This is so frustrating, and I just had to do a follow-up because I always do. Like, I promise you guys things and sometimes I don't do, but this one I had to because you guys, some of you will run away and I don't want you to run away. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this video. I have a combination of videos explaining why this Cleophas guy was arrested and why the drama was being cancelled from being played in the nation. Is it nationals or nationals? Nationals. Let me say nationals. I'm a Kenyan. My accent should be Kenyan. Nationals. Okay, so we have here during the drama festival. Actually, it has been a week of this whatever situation, but I have to do a follow-up. No Butere, no drama. Chance Rock in the this was during the immediately after the Butere girls were cancelled from doing their play. This was whatever was going on at that grounds of Nakuru. Other schools joined in solidarity with Butere girls. Listen to this. Jesus. They are claiming no Butere, no drama. Chance rock the air. Like, literally, imagine all those students from national schools, from the county, extra county, the regional, all those students join in the chants. Like, imagine how chaotic that was in the drama festivals. And you know they are in the holidays, so they are so free because it was in holidays. They are so free. They can do whatever because they are not... It's illegal, kind of, because we are supposed to be in holidays. We are supposed to be going for a long holiday. You have done with this first semester? What? First term. You're done with first term or whatever, second term or a third term. So you're supposed to be on holidays. And now you have been rehearsing whatever for 2 months or whatever, 3. You have gone to the nationals, you have succeeded. Sorry, regionals, you have succeeded. Now it's on nationals and you're being cancelled. Just imagine that pain now. Gosh, that is why everyone is joining in, because they know how these girls feel. Everybody was joining in. They were just singing no Butere, no drama. Other schools, even I obviously know Gen Zs. Obviously, Gen Zs will always be Gen Zs. If they see the whatever is going on, they are going to join in hands and they are going to sing with... We all know Gen Zs in Afra, in that place. Why do I keep saying Afra and I'm not even sure. I know it's Nakuru, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, they joined in hands and they were like... It's not only students. That is so... Yeah, mind you, it's not only students, and these are the girls from boarding schools. They have not gone for the holiday first. They have gone for the dramas and then the holiday. Like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right according to me. It doesn't, guys. Yeah. It's just a chaotic event that it was so unnecessary, because nobody knew about what was going on in the drama festival until the government intervened with the Butere girls. They thought they were trying to stop the Butere girls and shut them up, but they actually made them famous. Because literally everyone has been this season, everybody has been talking about the Butere thing, the Butere issue. Even I saw in an international commentator, I saw in the comment section somebody went just there and said, please follow up in the echoes of Kenya, in the echoes of the situation currently in Kenya. Like, literally, it's just going international, because nobody knew about it until the government tried to intervene. You know, like, you guys need to play law. This government is so... The writer of Echoes of War, the contentious Butere girls play. What a brave son. Okay, this is typical. I thought, I kind of thought it was him until I saw the body and I was like, okay, he's so young.
My name is Leon Major Malala, and today I stand here with frustration, agony, and bitterness. Yes, my father, Cleophas Ogumu Malala, a writer, a patriot, and a leader in this country, has been arrested just because of writing a play by the name Echoes of War, a play performed by young girls in Butere girls that echoes and vents out the challenges that we, the Gen Zs and the youth of this country, are facing. Surely, with all due respect, Mr. President, I do ask, where did the freedom of expression in this country go?
Where is the freedom of expression? Because that is just a play. I actually listened to what is going on inside that play, and the only thing that was sus, it was the name Zakayo, and nobody, like, no politician in Kenya goes by the name Zakayo. Like, illegal name, the government name. Nobody goes by the name Zakayo. It's just this name that they nicknamed the president because of the Zakayo from the Bible, the most famous book of all time. Zakayo from the Bible. Nobody said it's Ruto. I don't know why he's trying to intervene, because they didn't speak like direct, like I said in the previous video, fasihi ni kioo cha jamii. They just tried to picture. They pictured whatever is going on in the play. But this government try to picture things. You will face law. You will face the court. The court of law. Supreme. They'll take you to high court. They'll take you, like, literally, guys.
Where is the crime of we venting out our opinion in this country go? Today I do not have a lot to say, but I'd like to ask you, Mr. President, the youths of this country are watching. The youths of this country are seeing the things you are doing. And kindly, history will not forget. Do not frustrate my dad. And I ask you, Mr. President, that please release my dad.
Yeah. Do not frustrate him. Please release. I don't know if it was. Actually, I'm just on the. This is a video I actually combined just immediately the event happened. So I hope they released him. Ruto must go. Chance as Butere girls bus leaves before they presented. We have seen the chance. Let's just look. Let's just move on to whatever it's actually being described. We see what is up.
Here are the girls running, they have not yet performed.
They don't even know where they're
running. Here are the girls running away, they have not yet performed. Yeah. Mambo. Kibet ametuma askari waende wakamate Cleophas Malala.
Faruki, but you guys, hey, I did a video on Faruki, but if you don't know who that guy is, I link the video in description box. You guys need to go check that video out and know who is Farouk Kibet. He's one of the most powerful people in the nation, in the current government. Is one of the top powerful people. I don't even know his title as a job, but I just know he's one of the most powerful people in the current state, like literally. And you already know the surname Farouk Kibet.
Metuma askari waende wakamate Cleophas Malala kwa kuinsight watoto wa shule ya Butere Girls kutumia echoes of war, yani kutukana na kumkejeli President Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen,
does this guy know what he's saying? They're not inciting, they're not like kejeling, they're just doing the fasihi. They're picturing it to, this is history. You guys, this is history in the making. Whatever we read about Jomo Kenyatta, whatever we read about Moi Kibaki, it was done the same way. Now the Gen Alpha should not again go and read on Jomo Kenyatta. Who is the other one? Yes, we respect Jomo Kenyatta as the first president. They should not go and read on Moi. They should now read on the current things, because we need a change. We don't need to. They did their part, they played their role, they wrote history, but
hao watoto my friend, inasemekana my friend, hiyo festival yenye wamekuwa wakifanya wakishinda, mwandishi wa hizo maneno ama hayo matusi watoto wamekuwa wakiongelelea juu ya President Ruto ni huyu Cleophas Malala, ndio mwandishi. Sasa Cleophas Malala ameleta shida, anauliza mwenye kutumwa, yani unatumwa unishike kwa sababu ya kitu yenye niliandika. Like seriously, ni makosa gani nimefanya? Ni makosa gani? Niambie ni makosa. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto, President Ruto
this guy is exaggerating. Anyways, now take a look. I think we saw this clip, but we're gonna see it again. I think we saw it, but let's see it again.
Because naandika play Marubu na wale polisi 50 nimefanya makosa gani? Nimefanya makosa gani kuandika? You are arresting me because of writing a play.
The problem is they are using force. Like, there's a difference between trying to talk peacefully, to negotiate peacefully without making all this chaos, all this random whatever. You can negotiate things peacefully. You can't just, like, this government thinks that the use of power and force is how they shut people up. That doesn't, even people will hate you even more because they won't respect you. Like, there's just level of respect that people gain whenever they hold things very maturely. I don't say that these current people are not mature. The current government is not mature. Kind of, but I'm trying to say that some things should not be handled forcefully by use of police force, DCI, just bringing chaos. Who wants chaos? Who? Nobody wants chaos. They could just intervene this thing peacefully. We couldn't even know what the fuck is going on there. They could just anyways, they arrested Cleophas. They made the thing so famous. Everybody now has been talking about Cleophas. Like, now, even someone who was just minding their own business doesn't even know there's music festivals going on, drama and music festivals in high school going on. They will now do a follow-up. They have just triggered something that wasn't there. Like, people just now follow up. They will go read the entire thing. They will go and rewrite. They now replay. They will now recreate. Like, this government doesn't know how to handle shit.
What offense have I committed?
Literally, what offense?
What mistake have I committed?
That guy cannot even respond.
Ladies and gentlemen, hapa ni kwa gate, kwa entrance ya Butere Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine polisi wamemwagwa. Imagine hizi basi unaona ziko hapo. Ladies and gentlemen, hizi basi zinafaa kubeba hao watoto ziwapeleke mahali ambapo wanafaa kwenda kuperform, kwa sababu court, ladies and gentlemen, iliamuru.
Ladies and gentlemen,
unaona hii si makosa ya Malala, na Malala kwa sababu yeye aliojiwa kwa media akasema kwamba ni yeye ndio muhariri wa hiyo poem. Unaona anaonyesha paka,
at least he did not escape the situation. How some people just run from the chaotic scene, they just disappear. At least this guy stood on his ground. Salute.
Court order anasema kwamba hii ni court order, watoto wamekubaliwa waende wa perform kwa sababu kwa hiyo
why did they give him a court order? That is the point. Why did they had to give him a court order and then they come again and arrest him? You know, you see how this government doesn't know how to handle shit. Why they gave him during that court order process? That is the point, the time they would have checked and confirmed what is in the play that is not, should not be played in the national festivals, music festivals, of the drama festival, whatever, of the high schoolers. Like, this government doesn't know how to handle
echoes of war. Walisikiza na wako na ubaya yoyote, unaona? Kama tu vile setbook zinakuanga zimeandikwa, sehemu ya watoto walifanya na inakubalika. Ni kwa nini President Ruto wakati koti imekubali watoto waende wa perform, sasa hivi anasema wakati alifika kwa shule mapema, anasema imagine hata anaambiwa watoto yes walifika kwa sababu wame travel the whole night, kwa sababu kumbuka before wa koti ikubali watoto wa perform, hao watoto walikuwa wamefukuzwa shuleni. Imagine simu ilitoka State House ikakuja kwa wakubwa wa shule wakaambiwa hao watoto wote wenye waliperform hizo vitu za upuzi juu ya president wote wafukuzwe waende kabisa. Sasa imagine hao watoto unaona wakipita pita pale kando, imagine hao ndio watoto ambao sasa hivi wanafaa kuwa nasafiri, lakini let me tell you ladies and gentlemen, sasa hivi wamekuja kwa shule lakini wametawanyishwa. Sasa imagine huyu jamaa alikuwa anafaa kufanya hao watoto walihas ndio kule waende kuperform, lakini inasemekana hao watoto wamesambaratishwa. Imagine hata wajulikani kule wako wanaambiwa hata, yani let me tell you guys it is very hard. Wameambiwa ati hiyo performance ya watoto imesambaratishwa. Sasa hakuna ati wale watoto wenye perform, akitaka watoto wa perform atafute wengine. Sasa nikuulize,
how can that even happen? Wale wenye walikuwa literally, you see, that's what I'm saying. They doesn't know how to handle things. They could just like separate the student from the scene, because these are kids. These are literally minors. High schoolers are minors. We don't have a mature adult in high school. These are minors. They're just doing their drama festival. They want to be the top, to sing, to enjoy, to win. That's all they want. They don't know, like, yes, we know there's a current government that has been so chaotic, but high schoolers are not focused on that at this moment. They're focused on their play just to get on the top. Now, why is the government trying to... This is just bullying. Why are they bullying the students? That is why it angered a lot of Kenyans. That's why everybody's on this thing. Everybody's talking about it. That's why I'm again saying this government doesn't know how to handle shit. They doesn't know how to handle stuff. They're just rushing. They're just using force and power, which doesn't work. Guys, do what? Unaona? Kwa sababu koti ilidinda kusikia vile president alikuwa anataka, ikaamua kusupport hao watoto. Sasa naye basi president amesema wakiwa na Faruku Kibet ametuma askari pale na madisiai na mabunduki. Hao watoto my friend wasikubadilishwe, wapatane kwa kikundi. Hakuna vile hao watoto wataenda kuperform hiyo wimbo. Wakitaka kubadilisha, lakini sio hiyo wimbo. Hiyo wimbo imekataliwa. Sasa ukiangalia jinsi ambavyo Malala anajaribu kujitetea. Malala amejaribu kuongea let me tell you, lakini ameambiwa no, uko ndani ya wingi. Uko ndani ya wingi. Unajua polisi wamemwagwa hadi uko ndani, wamejaa compound mzima. Imagine watoto wadogo. Imagine, that's what I'm saying. Why are they using the police force? Why? There is no like chaos there. There is no like something illegal happening. That is not a crime scene. It's not a crime scene that people are robbing. They don't need police. They don't. This is too much.
Nini inaendelea? Watoto vitu wanaona kwa mtandao, hizo vitu zenye ambazo wanafanya. Si ati hao watoto walienda wakatafuta maneno zao, wakakuja wakaandika ati alibie President Ruto jina. Hapana. Echoes of war ni vitu zenye huyu president amekuwa akifanya, ndizo wameandika chini, wakaanza wakaanza kurudia. For example, kitu kama kutulo, sijui nini, kuua majenzi, kufanya nini, hizo ni vitu zili happen ladies and gentlemen. Kudanganya wa Kenya ya kwamba ati hospitali tutatengeneza, sijui ulidanganya watu ya kwamba ukiingia masomo itakuwa bure. Hizi ndio vitu ambazo hao watoto walikuwa wanaongea. Kwa hiyo echoes of war, vitu ambazo ni za ukweli.
I actually read it and I was like, okay, this is exactly what has been going on. So I don't know why they're trying like to just show people what they are doing wrong, and they keep doing it. They can't even, like, if you have been defending this government at this point, you can't even defend him. You can't even defend them. You can't, because why do they have to use force? Could they just intervene or just let the play roll? And not like literally it can roll. We have a bunch of them competing. It's not only the Butere girls. We have another students competing for the top. So they could just let the Butere lose the position and forget about it. Nobody would even like You know, that's what I'm saying. This government doesn't know how to handle shit. Literally.
Takuwa sawa. Watoto wakasema kabisa kabisa na wakarudia ya kwamba huyu mtu ni muongo, huyu president ni muongo. Hata mtoto wa class 5 anajua huyu mtu ni mkora, ladies and gentlemen.
Literally.
Ni makosa gani yenye hawa watoto wamefanya? Ni makosa gani yenye Cleophas Malala alifanya? Yaani kukuwa tu rafiki na Gachagua kwa sababu walifuta Gachagua akamfukuza. Sasa hivi huyu Cleophas ni rafiki mkubwa sana wa Rigathi Gachagua. So wanaona ni kama huyu Cleophas Malala ni project ya Rigathi Gachagua. Ni kama
Yeah, that is the point. That is now where we are going. I was just waiting for that part. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I wasn't seeing it. Now it's here. Just because Cleophas Malala is kind of friends with the Gachagua, this is now the reason behind all this. They're even using force just to show Gachagua, to prove to Gachagua we have the power, we rule the nation. You have nothing to say. Like, we are the top, we are the... It's not about the Butere girls. It's not about even Cleophas Malala. It's about the relationship between Cleophas Malala and Rigathi Gachagua. That is the point. This is behind, like, you know the problem with the Ruto and his government and his advisors is even people who, I think people who mislead Ruto the most are his advisors, because everything that happens, Ruto thinks, he has this notion or this narrative that he thinks everything that happens negatively, it's incited by the opposition. Even some things that the opposition aren't even aware. He just has that mindset. I don't know, maybe it happens that way, but that with that mindset, it doesn't look good on the government. It doesn't look good to Kenyans. It doesn't look good. It does.
Gachagua amemwaga pesa kwa mfuko ya huyu Cleophas, awaende wamwage ndani ya mifuko ya watoto wa shule, ndio ili waweze kutumia sasa watoto kuja first president kumdeal na yeye na kumharibia jina. Na unajua hiyo festival yenye unaona president Ruto akizuia isifanyike, hiyo festival inasemekana watu wenye watahudhuria watakuwa watu wakubwa sana, mabwenyenye, watu kutoka nchi za mbali. So you can imagine hao watoto waki repeat the same poem yenye waliongea mbele ya wakubwa, mbele ya watu. President aliendanga Mombasa.
That's why it was played in the regionals. It was played in the country, in the Mombasa thing I was talking about it. Okay, that's why it was played in the regionals, county, those extra counties, until it got to nationals. That is when the government just started the chaotic, the dramatic scene they normally do. Do you guys remember the Mombasa? I was talking about it just before it wasn't in the other video or this one. I was talking about it.
Ili waweze kutumia sura za watoto kukuja ku first president kumdeal na yeye na kumharibia jina. Na unajua hiyo festival yenye unaona president Ruto akizuia isifanyike, hiyo festival inasemekana watu wenye watahudhuria watakuwa watu wakubwa sana, mabwenyenye, watu kutoka nchi za mbali. Repeat the same poem yenye waliongea mbele ya wakubwa, mbele ya watu. Wakati president aliendanga Mombasa, mnakumbuka?
Yes.
Pastor Lai vile ambavyo aliingilia akaita Ruto mwizi, nyinyi wezi, nyinyi. Imagine wanaongea na fungu, lakini sasa hawa wanamwambia you are a liar, you lied to people, you baba president. Ule mtoto mwenye alikuwa kwanza anasema ati role model wake sijui ni Milio Jambo, huyo mtoto ameogopwa. Huyo mtoto, let me tell you, alikuwa anaongea my friend mpaka yani una wewe. Ladies and gentlemen, ni uchungu na kitu wako.
This guy is talking too much. Let's jump to the how people have reacted. You have heard the behind. I told you I would do a follow-up, and I've done, and I just wanted to show you what was inside and what's going on and why they arrested him and what is connected to the Cleophas and Malala friendship, alleged friendship. That is the point. This is fighting opposition. I don't know why the opposition, I don't think like the opposition was trying to use the kids. Maybe if they kind of did, but they didn't mention Ruto. They said they used character names, and they said they like. Anyways, history in the making. Tunataka director Butere girl students. Okay, they have. This is so chaotic. Now guys, I want us to look at how Kenyans reacted, TikTokers, all these like citizens in the street reacted, these street interviews, how people reacted to this situation?
I'm so embarrassed, I'm so disappointed and dissatisfied by what has happened. One message to the Kenyan government: you cannot stop diarrhea by stitching the anus. You definitely must diarrhea. So the incident that has happened today has really disappointed.
Whoa, wait a minute. You cannot stop diarrhea by stitching the anus. You must diarrhea. Whoa. That is something. Let me.
The anus, you definitely must diarrhea.
Okay.
So the incident that has happened today has really disappointed many of us. I was here at as early as 4 a.m. and the whole of this premise was already manned by the Kenyan police and all that. So you've been able to see the students have been denied even to perform their item. They've been denied the use of props, stage lights, costume, and that's why you could be able to see that the student went in and even sat down, sang the national anthem and sat down. But we are in solidarity with the team and we promise to stand with them for good,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
that is the good thing with Gen Zs will support their fellas. That is the point. And this guy this is just a street interview, and this guy is kind of throwing out some lines in some perfect English. Oh my god.
Sometimes ni vizuri hata
Echoes of War by Butere girl.
you try to fight na unaleta vitu nje.
Yeah.
Nani alikuwa anajua hizo stories za Echoes of War from Butere girl?
I was saying, who knew? Who? I didn't even know there was drama festivals going on. Like, only people around Nakuru know, and the high schoolers no. But even some high schoolers that doesn't participate in drama, their schools is not associated with drama, they didn't know. Let's be honest. The moment they tried to intervene forcefully, that's why they brought things out, and everybody.
Personally, I didn't know. Wame perform from level ya chini mpaka wamefika nationals. Many people didn't know about it. I've come to realize a lot of Kenyans have known them from the government trying to fight them.
Absolutely.
Wameripua imeenda mpaka international. Everybody is now asking about this poem, and somehow we are going to get it anyway. So fasihi inakuanga kioo cha jamii. It does not matter who has written it, whether Malala wrote ama Wamunyoro ama Kaongo Muongo mwenyewe. It's kioo cha jamii. For those of us wenye wamesoma fasihi shule na literature, we know it. Tumesoma Kifo Kisimani, tumesoma tumesoma The Enemy of the People, and these things happens. Fasihi inatuambia ni nini ina happen. It tells us about politics, about religion, about society, about everything. So I don't understand why people keep on fighting things that it should be happening anyway. So hii Kasongo government inajaibisha ikijaribu kufunika haya tu.
Cleophas Malala tulete Echoes of War National Theatre ama Alliance Française. We shall pay and watch. Tulete watoto wa Butere girls who presenting kitu hapa National Theatre. You shall sell out the tickets Monday to Sunday, back to back. We shall be there to watch. We shall support you. We shall market for free. Please, leta hii kitu hapa to watch. Leta. It is worth it. Tutalipa hata ni pesa ngapi. We shall watch. Kuja haraka Cleophas kama unanisikia. Come now.
Butere girls principle. You have to figure out how you sell us tickets for Echoes of War. You guys are performing tomorrow, and even if you don't win this, you have already won in the hearts of many Kenyans, and we want to watch this play.
Guys, am I the only one who thinks that this whole Butere girls drama was such a strategic plan on the part of the Kenya Kwanza regime, especially in the long term? And I'll tell you why. So, he play, ilianza kuperformiwa sub-county, ikaenda county, ikaenda regionals. No one knew about it. No one cared. But then it gets to the nationals, and the government gets involved, one eye block. And then, of course, the drama starts, and the whole nation now knows there's a play nature Echoes of War. Hapo ndani kuna Ruto must go, and Ruto hataki performiwe, ama the government hataki performiwe. Juu kidogo inawachomea. And the biggest blunder now today, wakatuma polisi kwenda kutia gas.
I don't know. I don't understand why this guy said it's a plan by the Kenya Kwanza. I don't get it. I get it. Because if it was a plan by the Kenya Kwanza, they would use their positive narrative to spread it. Like, they would just use some positivity to talk about their government and whatever. But that thing didn't contain some positive energy. It was all negative, and it wasn't a lie. It was all the negative things the government has been doing to the people, and we know the positive is more or less than the negative. So probably it's a lot. It's quite a lot. That's why this thing is kind of a good thing.
You know how radicalizing that is, especially the part of those students. Hawasai kuambia story ya Ruto. Hakuna mtoto hapo anataka kusikia story ya Ruto, because they are the ones who stormed out and kusema no Butere, no drama, and Ruto must go, which means that sasa maandamano yote keza tokea, high school kids will be on the roads. You see how serious
high school kids will be on the road, and who will support them? Who? Just tell me who? Who? Who are the most populated people in Kenya? Gen Z.
That was in the long term. Say, trust you me, if any maandamano inaweza tokea kwa watoto wa high school. Anyway.
These girls, these girls over rehearsed the play. Look how they're. Just see how they're complaining. They're like, it's like they're doing the play again. Like, I can't do the hand movements.
Can you please tell us what has happened inside there? Can you please tell us what has happened inside there?
We were harassed by the police.
Okay, it's not funny. People can think that I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because this guy is kind of doing like she's doing the play. Like, you get it, you get it. Anyways, what are your thoughts? Do you guys think this was something castrated? What do you say castrated? Castrated by the opposition parties? I don't know what is the opposition party, because the Bondo guy disappointed us and he went for in-fan handshake, and also Ruto himself was like, I will never handshake, whatever, and we need to do a video on that, by the way. We need to do a follow-up on that. Do you guys remember how many times Kasongo claimed he will never guys, our next video is on that. Oh, I was forgetting. Okay, what is up? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this equals of what thing? Because it's just not adding up. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and see you in the next one. Equals of what? Peace.